You are not building wealth. You are performing it. And the worst part? The entire system was designed to make sure you never noticed. An entire generation got tricked into fake wealth. People started confusing expensive habits with financial progress. Bigger apartments, newer phones, subscription lifestyles, delivery apps, luxury coffee. Everything looked successful on the outside, but behind the scenes, people were becoming financially fragile. Because real wealth is usually invisible. It's quiet. It's delayed gratification. It's ownership. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how modern culture normalized financial self-destruction while convincing people they were winning. Let me paint a picture. You're 28. You have a job, a decent one. Maybe you even got that raise you've been working toward for 2 years. And yet, at the end of every single month, the money is just gone. You open your banking app. You stare at the number. You think to yourself, where did it all go? Sound familiar? That's not just a you problem. That's not simply a discipline problem. In many ways, that is by design. Millennials, people born roughly between 1981 and 1996, were handed one of the most financially confusing eras in modern history. You came of age during the rise of social media, the 2008 financial crash, the subscription economy, and a housing market that turned affordability into a joke. You were told to work hard, hustle harder, optimize everything. And if you still felt financially stuck, society quietly implied that maybe you just weren't trying hard enough. Meanwhile, an entire industry was training people to confuse spending with success. Nice apartment, travel photos, luxury coffee, new gadgets every year, subscription lifestyles. Everything looked successful on the outside, but behind the scenes, people were becoming financially fragile. Because performing wealth and building wealth are completely opposite games. Here's the first trap, and it is brutal in how invisible it is. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it works like this. Every time your income goes up, your expenses quietly rise with it. You got your first real salary at 23. Suddenly, the ramen noodle apartment wasn't good enough anymore. You upgraded. Fair enough. Then came another raise at 26. Better gym membership, better car, better phone. Got promoted at 29. Better neighborhood, better restaurants, better vacations, better everything. Notice what didn't get upgraded. Your savings rate, your investment portfolio, your net worth. Because here's what nobody teaches you in school, and definitely not on your Instagram feed. Wealth is not what you spend. Wealth is what you keep. The guy driving the Tesla might have $400 in his savings account. The woman driving the modest Honda, she might have $400,000 quietly compounding in index funds. But social media trained people to admire visible consumption, not invisible ownership. Nobody posts screenshots of automated investments. Nobody flexes emergency funds. Nobody goes viral for living below their means. So people started upgrading lifestyles faster than they upgraded financial stability. And the dangerous part? Lifestyle inflation doesn't feel irresponsible. It feels earned. That's why it traps millions of people for decades.
Because the system convinced you that every income increase deserved a reward instead of a stronger financial future.
Now, let's talk about the sneakiest drain on your finances, the one that feels completely harmless. The subscription economy. Quick exercise. Right now, without checking your phone, how many subscriptions are you paying for? Streaming services? Music apps? Cloud storage? The gym membership you haven't used since January? That meditation app you opened twice? Software tools for the side hustle that never launched? Research shows the average millennial underestimates their monthly subscription spending by more than $100 a month. That's over $1,200 a year. Invested consistently over 10 years at a modest return, that could become nearly $20,000. Leaking. Every single month. And here's the genius of the subscription model. It was designed around one thing: friction removal. They make it effortless to sign up. Free trial, one-click payment, auto-renew enabled by default. But canceling? Suddenly you need passwords you forgot, hidden settings, confirmation emails, customer support chats, and 5 different "are you sure" screens? Because these companies understand something terrifyingly simple. People ignore small expenses, especially recurring ones. So the charges disappear quietly into the background of your life. Random Thursday morning, $9 here, $15 there. You never feel like you're spending money, but you are. Every single day. Death by 1,000 tiny charges. And now, the one nobody wants to talk about. Social media turned your social life into a financial arms race you never signed up for. There's a psychological concept called social comparison theory. The idea that humans naturally measure their own success against the people around them. For most of human history, that meant comparing yourself to your neighbors, maybe 15 people at most. Now, you're comparing yourself to a curated highlight reel of 3 billion people. Every scroll is someone's vacation you couldn't afford, someone's home renovation, someone's wedding, someone's car, someone's outfit. And your brain, your ancient, tribal, deeply social brain, reads all of that as falling behind. So you spend, not because you need it, not because it brings you joy, but because spending is the fastest way to signal that you are keeping up. The Bali trip, the Stanley Cup, the athleisure brand everyone seems to wear now, the restaurant that costs $80 a plate, but the aesthetic is immaculate. You're not buying a product, you're buying identity. You're renting relevance, and it expires in 48 hours when the next trend hits. This is the investment trap. Investing in an image instead of investing in a future.
Quick pause here. If any of this is hitting a little too close to home, that means this conversation is exactly the one you needed today. Drop a "trapped" in the comments right now. Seriously, I want to know how many of us are in this together. And if you're new here, this channel is where we have the money conversations that your bank, your employer, and honestly your parents' generation never had with you. Hit subscribe. It's free. And honestly, it might be the best financial decision you make today. Okay. So I'm not here to just make you feel bad. That's not the point. The point is, once you see the trap, you can stop walking into it. So here's what actually works. Number 1, pay yourself first, not last. Most people spend their money and then try to save whatever's left. There is never anything left. Flip it. The moment your salary lands, automate a fixed percentage straight to savings or investments. Before you see it, before you spend it, before your brain has a chance to justify why this month is different. Even 10% of your income invested consistently over time will outperform 100% of the subscription services you're currently paying for. Number 2, do a subscription audit. This week, not someday, not eventually, this week. Go through your bank statements and highlight every recurring charge, every single one. For each one, ask, if this disappeared tomorrow, would I even notice? If the answer is no, cancel it today. Not in a minute, today. I have spoken to people who canceled unused subscriptions and found between $200 and $400 back in their budget overnight. Not from earning more, from simply stopping the leaks. Number 3, audit who you follow online. This one is radical, but I mean it. Look at your social media feed. If the people you follow make you feel behind, inadequate, or like you need to buy something to feel better, unfollow them. Not because they're bad people, but because your attention is currency. And right now, you're spending it on content that is literally making you poor. Replace it with content that teaches you, that challenges you, that shows you what real wealth building looks like. Spoiler, it's not very photogenic. It looks like spreadsheets and index funds and saying no to things that don't matter so you can say yes to things that do. Here's the truth that nobody in the financial industry wants you to hear. The millennial generation is not broke because they bought too many avocado toasts. You are not broke because you failed. You are broke, or feeling broke, because you were handed a world that commodified every part of your identity and then sold it back to you at a premium. Your taste, your hobbies, your relationships, your wellness, your self-improvement, all of it packaged into subscriptions, products, experiences designed to drain your wallet while making you feel like you're thriving. But here's what I need you to hold on to. The trap only works when you don't know it's there. You know it's there now. The generation that was sold fake wealth can also be the generation that builds real wealth. Not the flashy kind, the quiet kind. The kind that shows up as options, as freedom, as the ability to say no. That starts with one decision, one shift. Choosing to stop investing in the image and starting to invest in the life. If this video spoke to you, share it with one person in your life who needs to hear it. Not to shame them, to free them. Hit the like button if you're committing right now to at least one of the 3 steps I mentioned today. And tell me in the comments, which trap hit hardest for you? Was it lifestyle inflation, subscription creep, or the social media comparison spiral? I read every single comment on this channel. Every one. If you're not subscribed yet, this is your sign. We drop a new video every week, and every single one is designed to give you the financial clarity that this generation deserved from the start.